as we're listening to the Beetlejuice music outside of Universal Studios Florida. We're about to do a big update for HHN. There's been a lot happening since our last video. Let's get this thing going. In the plaza right outside of Universal Studios, they have taken down the iconic, well, I don't know if it's iconic, but the Olympics sign that was in the middle of the archway. It's not there anymore. But what's even bigger news, I would say, is we have some HHN prep out here. We've got lighting truss with lighting installed on it, both here and on the other side. But that's really all I'm seeing out here so far. We don't have any of the classic HHN signage. Normally, above each of these arches, they have a poster for the houses that will be here. But considering we are less than a month away from HHN starting, and we don't have all the houses revealed yet, oh man. Well, that seems to be the reason why we don't have anything set up out here yet. I'm sure as soon as we get all the houses, which better happen soon because this event is almost here. But as soon as they announce all the houses, I'm sure we'll start to see stuff on these archways. Nothing yet though. Again, got that Beetlejuice music going. It just really gets me in the mood for HHN. I can't wait to be walking in and hearing that Beetlejuice iconic theme song all throughout the house. That house is going to be too good. Too good. No line at the gates to walk in. Very good news for the day. No wait getting into the parks, but right off the bat, we've got an update for you. Let's turn the camera around and I'll show you what I'm looking at. Right outside of Minions, what we had just lighting truss the last update. Not only do we have the lighting truss set up with lighting on it, but this scare zone looks to be fully decked out. We've got what looks like all the props. There might be a little bit more here and there that they could do with lighting, who knows? But we've got set deck and lighting. Let's get a closer look. Halloween Horror Nights, 30 years, 30 fears. On each side of the walkway, we do have a plaque with the icons of Halloween Horror Nights. Kind of a shame that everyone's using it for stroller parking right now though. And on the other side, we have another one with a handful of different icon characters. And of course, some stages where scare actors will be performing for this year's event. And it looks like in the center here, there's another stage for scare actors to be performing on. And on the trusses, we have some candles just for decoration, it looks like. But we've also got a handful of strobe lights and of course, par lights, just for like, you know, spot par lights, just to light up specific areas of the street. We've also got some lighting on the staging here in the center. Every year they have their Marquee scare zone right there in the Plaza of the Stars. And every year it seems like I get really excited for it because, I mean, it's the Marquee one, of course. But also, I don't know, it's just they seem to always put a lot of creativity into that scare zone because it's really hard to do. I mean, you have Minions on your left and Shrek on your right. Like, how do you cover up that theming kind of to, you know, I don't know, make it feel more like HHN. And each year, I'm always kind of underwhelmed with that scare zone. But this year, I think they just might nail it. I actually really think that scare zone, it looks like it has a lot of promise this year. 2019 was the best year they've ever had in that scare zone. But this year, I feel like they're going to step it up just a little bit more. Well, with the Olympics done, well, so are the food booths. Universal is already starting to tear down quite a bit of the Tokyo Olympic stuff, so here's just one last look at the area. Unfortunately, I never got around to trying any of the food this year. I did hear it was fantastic, and I really do like that they are trying new things, you know, a lot more Japanese-style cuisine, considering the Olympics were in Tokyo. It's creative, it's unique, I like it. But yeah, I mean, that's really all I can say about the event this year. They didn't really do much. They had food and beverage themed to the Olympics. That's about all they did. So here I am saying goodbye to the Tokyo Olympics. It was great to have you in the parks, as long as we did. HHN time, let's keep going. The scare zones just keep getting better and better. There's not too much of an update to the stage. You've seen, well, it hasn't changed too much since the last update. They have added a few more drapes. There's one right here in the center, some covering up the sides there. But that's really it. I feel like all these decorations were here last time we did the update. Yeah, they might have added a few more barrels, I don't know. But for the most part, the center stage yeah, it's pretty much the same as it was last update. If you follow me on Twitter, I do give a lot more day-to-day updates just because it's easier to post some quick photos to Twitter than it is to film a whole video. So if you follow me on Twitter at TPC_FL, again, that'll be linked in the description. You will have seen these updates before this video. But these stages have received a lot more theming. Here's 1 out of 3, if you would remember correctly. Or 3 of these stages. Here's number 1. There's a lot more decoration. We have lighting, practical lighting for the theming. They've added a whole lot of decorations along the outside and the bottom, just making it look a little bit more complete. And here's number 2, looking identical to number 1. And number 3 looking identical to 1 and 2. Looking really good. And then here is one of the bigger updates. Again, I've posted a lot about this on Twitter, but I don't think I've made a video on this yet. We have a massive stage piece right in the center, right across the street from the mummy. So the mummy's there. One neat fact about this section right here, this used to be the old Velociraptor encounter that they had in Jurassic Park before they made a more permanent version that's up now. So this used to be the old encounter. The raptor would stand right there. You would stand right in the middle and get the crap scared out of you. A whole bunch of blood barrels. Don't know what's going on with this yet. They haven't officially announced it. The rumor map does say that this is supposed to be seek and destroy. We don't know what that means yet. But we do have a lot of hints. Here's an amazing set piece. Big truck. It seems like in the center is this cage. We don't have anything inside. It's kind of hard to see inside. But it looks like it's specifically designed to be like some sort of cage. So I wonder if there's going to be any scare actors inside there. We'll just have to wait and see. And of course, the staging element right in the center of the street, right in front of the mummy, has seen some big updates as well. Of course, we've got these blood tanks on the side, some more decorations here where it looks like they have installed a dead body hanging. Normally when we have these tarps up, that means that there is something gratuitous, such as a dead body behind it, that they want to hide for the day-to-day guests, and then they'll uncover for the event. And I would assume that it's the same case on the other side too, considering we have a shoe. There's a shoe on the floor. And all around the area, we have banners up saying different things such as, "The controller sees all," and "Submit to the controller." Interesting. Throughout New York, we do have special lighting up with, of course, some speakers specifically for HHN. There is a strobe there, some cars down there, but then the classic wire that always runs across these 2 buildings for HHN is up as well. And the set piece that was set up, taken down, and set back up again is out here now. I did show you pictures in the last one because it wasn't here last time. It had been taken down, but it's up now, and it looks pretty similar. I don't see any changes personally. A whole bunch of barrels with tubes going in and out of it, and a dead body that's hidden behind this tarp. It seems as if the dead body is being sucked dry of all of its blood and then emptied into these big crates. I'm wondering if kind of the general theme of this area is you're being hoarded into like a slaughterhouse thing where they're going to harvest your blood, and the people on these towers are going to be guards that are kind of like shepherding you as sheep to the slaughter. And then these 2 larger stages, the one there and then the main one down across from the tribute store. I wonder if those are going to be like auction kind of shows where they're auctioning off people for their blood or something. Very interesting. And of course, across the area, we have seen just a few more barrels popping up, like right across from stage 3. There are these barrels attached to the light post here. Interesting. And then also across from Haagen-Dazs, which used to be Ben & Jerry's. Now we also have some more barrels there too. What's strange is this old turkey wagon station thing is still gone. Still. Where is it? Again, I'm not complaining too much, but like it's been there for so long, you can see the spot on the ground that it used to be. However, that's going to be it for the New York scare zone. Not a whole lot of changes there. They just keep adding little bits of detail to that scare zone. The next scare zone has a lot of updates because when we walked through here last time, it was just some lighting here and there. Now we have trussing with lights on it, and we actually have full set pieces. I'm excited to take a look at this one. It is none other than the San Fran scare zone, rumored to be Crypt TV. And here it is. We can already see a bit of trussing. Let's get a better look. Just past Richter's, we have the entrance for the scare zone. There's going to be a lot of lighting and some speakers, as we can see right there. Our first set piece is a bathroom, though. Almost looks kind of similar to the bathroom in the first Saw movie. It's not. That's what it reminds me of. And of course, we do have a ton more set pieces down here. Let's go one by one. I don't know what this one right here is. It just looks like a big screen with a little, I don't know, table right here. And there's a stage behind it. I don't know what this one's going to be. I actually don't know if this is a screen, but it looks like it. And by the water, we have like a forest set, it looks like. I don't know, let's check this one out. I actually haven't seen this one yet. Yeah, a forest with a door in it that says, "Don't open, beware." A whole bunch of other things. Keep out. Yeah. Strange. And then there is room behind the door. There's not a door on this other side. They've got like a symbol on the back here. If you know more about these sets, let me know. It is based off of Crypt TV, it seems. And Crypt TV is a online content creation thing that is based around horror. I believe it's a YouTube channel. I'm not too familiar on it, so correct me if I'm wrong. I need to do more research on it, and when I do, I'll give you better information on it. But I believe it is a YouTube service. It was created by Eli Roth and a whole bunch of big names in the horror industry, such as Jason Blum was a producer of this channel. Over here on this stage, you can see that there's a piece of black cloth over the front part of the stage there. And the reason for this is because right here on the corner, there was a symbol for Crypt TV, as you can see here. But very quickly after putting the scare zone out, they covered it up because the scare zone's not announced yet, but this seems to be unofficial confirmation, some proof that it really is going to be Crypt TV. But we'll keep you posted on if/when they do announce that it actually is Crypt TV. This seems to be the big set piece of the area. You can see right here on the ground, there's a trigger for a scare actor. Basically, you step on that trigger and it triggers the sound effect for whatever motion that they're doing. But it's themed to like almost like a cartoon spider. Now, I'm wondering if each stage is based off of like a short horror piece that they did, because I know that Crypt TV is like it's more short horror stories instead of like feature-length films. They're short pieces. So yeah, I'm curious if each one of these has its own short, or maybe these are original and the stages are like we're currently in production or filming the shorts kind of idea behind it. I don't know. I'm interested to know more about the scare zone because it is IP based, but I really don't know much about the IP. And then leaving the scare zone, or I mean entering it on the other side, depending on your point of view, we have another identical truss system. I'm actually very surprised that we have gotten pretty much this entire scare zone set up already, because like I said, normally it's one of the last ones to be set up because that's such a congested zone already to have to walk through without stuff set up. And then those props actually stick out pretty far into the pathway. So it's very interesting that we got that one set up before a bunch of the other ones. Well, let's continue our lap around the park and see what we can see. Across from King's Cross, we do have these lighting structures that were here last time, but this time there's actually lighting on them. It's very good to see some of this progress that's being done. Over by the old Amity restrooms, again, we do have some lighting over here. But there's not supposed to be a scare zone over here, but I'm assuming that considering Universal has been really into food festivals and such lately, There'll probably be some bars and food stations right in this area. There's usually a bar right here. Maybe we'll get a little bit more considering that we actually have a full lighting truss set up. Over by Fear Factor, there's still no update since the last time we were here, really, except for there is some lighting now on top of the Fear Factor sign. Still covered up, the sign is still there. There's not a whole lot of news. We can't tell what's going on inside of the Fear Factor Stadium. Work has been going on, but we can't see anything from outside. And then, of course, right back here, we can see some lighting as well. However, it does look like they're getting ready to block off the whole entrance to Fear Factor, though, because they do have these stanchion barricade things set up. As we can see, one's open right here, but it looks like they're about to close it off to really start prepping for HHN if they haven't already. So yeah, there is hope that we're going to be getting something in this theater this year. I believe we will. It is about to storm big time, so we'll keep this one quick. Not a whole lot has changed in the Central Park Scare Zone. The lighting and speaker systems have been arranged a little bit more accurately to the way they will be when HHN's going on. Again, we have lighting structures up, but no real set pieces in terms of like set deck. And more lighting. We've got some fog machines and some subwoofers and such set up. These white speakers are brand new. I don't know why they're white. They kind of stick out like a sore thumb. Sorry, it is about to freaking pour. It is thundering and lightning like crazy, so I'm trying to get past this and get inside. But yeah, like I said, not much has changed. We've got just a ton of lighting, but this was all here last time. Nothing new. Inside the queue line for the horror makeup show, you can see a whole bunch of really amazing pieces of horror history in here. But they do have a little display specifically for Halloween Horror Nights. There's nothing new here because it's been here for quite some time. But here are two of the icons that'll be returning for the 30th. Really cool. Here's a photo of some more of the classic HHN icons. Inside the Five and Dime, we have more HHN preview merch since the last time we checked in. Plus, we got a new HHN 2021 sign. Apparently, you can purchase a portrait of yourself and have it displayed in the tribute store for this year. Very interesting. It looks like they'll take the outline of your face and kind of put it in a template and display you in the tribute store. Interesting. And inside the Five and Dime, we have a updated set for the most recent merchandise. Of course, we have the 30 Years, 30 Fears icon merchandise. But one other thing that's really interesting is we're starting to get more merchandise that's, more than just t-shirts. We have some glassware with the Halloween Horror Nights logo and some of the icons on there, as well as some socks with the icons on it, and some Halloween Horror Nights themed popcorn. This is kettle corn. It says it's the director's blood-soaked popcorn. It is kettle corn, though. Just looks like it's dyed red. The shirts are $35 a piece. The socks are a crisp $20. And the glasses are $12 a piece. Of course, we have all of the standard merch that we showed you last time. They're also offering some figures based off of Universal monsters. Right here is Frankenstein. Right here is the Bride of Frankenstein, Dracula, and Creature from the Black Lagoon. Each one of these is $23 for the figure. They also offer a 4-pack of pins that are $11. I'll be honest, I'm not a huge fan of the design of this year's shirt. I just don't really see myself wearing it too much. However, I actually really do like the design of the Frankenstein shirt and the Bride of Frankenstein. You can see the two of them side by side here. It's kind of cute that the way they have it arranged is they have a unisex or male shirt right next to a female shirt, almost like husband and wife. Along Hollywood Boulevard, still no signs of HHN other than lighting that's sitting on top of some rooftops. There is significantly more lighting than last time, but still no props, no set deck, just a lot of lighting on top of the roofs. Quick update on the Brown Derby hat shop. It's reopened. It's been a long time that this thing's been closed, so it's really cool to see that it's open. As for Hollywood Boulevard, that's pretty much it. There's nothing too new down here. But because of all the lighting and the state of the rest of the park, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw props on this street any day now. So, because of that, if you want to stay posted on all of that, check the description down below, and we'll have everything posted to follow us on social media. Twitter is where we post a lot of the day-to-day updates, but we also share a lot of that on our Instagram stories as well. So, yeah, stay tuned on our social media down below for day-to-day updates. But we will be back very soon to check up again on everything in studios, just to see the state of the park, maybe a week or two. So also be sure to subscribe to stay posted for all of that content, because yeah, HHN is ramping up and so are we. Very exciting indeed. But anyways, guys, it's time to end. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the updates for HHN. I'm really enjoying doing them because it means HHN is almost here. We are officially under a month away, about 3 weeks away from HHN starting. September 3rd, I'm so excited, so excited. We're going to keep you up to date on everything going on with HHN. Of course, you can expect us to be there opening night, following Horror Nights 30. So if you're excited for HHN just as much as I am, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell icon to be notified when we post HHN content. And hey, if you like that video, give it a thumbs up because it actually helps more people just like you enjoy the content that you love to watch. So share the parks with other people. Come on, hit that like button. Really appreciate it. But anyways, that's all I got for you guys today. For Theme Park Center, my name's John, and remember, the adventure lives on.